ready. She's coming. It's happening. Now.
The Taiwan show. Are you ready? Are you ready? She's coming. You need to catch the flow. Are you ready? Are you ready? She's coming. Speaking to everyday people.
Welcome to Dr. Taiwan on the Taiwan Show. I tell you, this audience is live. Yes, you are. We are here today, and I'm here with my girls. And I don't know if you remember a few weeks we were talking about marriages and things like that. So I brought them back here so that we can dialogue a little bit further about marriage. And we got some good stuff we're going to talk about. We're going to be talking about marriage, of course, but then we're going to talk about domestic violence in the marriage. And then we're going to hear from a gentleman who was in a marriage, but guess what? He was the one being abused. How about that? And then we're going to talk about, how to know the right guy to marry. So we're going to be talking to singles, the married, the I think I want to be married, all the people who got married and said, I'll never get married. We're going to talk to everybody today. So stay tuned, stay locked. I'll be right back with this good show. We'll be right back. Well, we are back on the Taiwan Show with my girls, and we're talking about marriage. Now, listen, I want to turn the curve here. I want to talk about something that is really prominent and happening right now, and I really don't understand it, and it's domestic violence. And this is whether you be married or not, because I've heard it in both instances. And I don't know if you guys heard the story about the man who went to kill his, I don't know if it was his wife or his girlfriend, but she was at the spa, and he went to kill her. And did anybody hear? Did you hear about that? Yeah, he went to kill her, and I'm not sure if he shot up the place or not, but he did shoot up the place. He did shoot up the place trying to kill her. What is this about crazy love that is making you, want to kill people? What's up with that?
I wouldn't consider that love.
Yeah, that's not love. I mean, what do you think? How does domestic abuse start?
I think it starts with the individual, something within them. Remember, we don't fight against flesh and blood, but spirits and principalities. As the Remnant Family Worship Center, we're on that segment about principalities and powers.
Yes.
And how to overtake and gain back that control. For me, and this is my personal experience with that, my husband, he actually had a hit on me.
Your ex-husband?
My ex-husband, okay. Yes, ex. He had told me that he went and hired somebody to look for me. And it was actually a family member that had gotten out of prison and had already had the bad boy, the lifestyle, the criminal background and all that. And he said, I want her dead. And he said, if you want her dead, I can do that. And that morning, because I wasn't really that close to the Lord, but I knew God, but I wasn't in relationship with God. See, you can know God, but you have to have a relationship with God to be intimate with God and let him lead you and guide you and instruct you. Well, that morning, he woke me up and he told me, go. And I was like, go? I had no desire to go anywhere. I was going to do my daily routine, go to Walmart, get some groceries, run my errands, come back home. But that morning I got up and I felt this uneasiness. So I called my dad and I said, Dad, let's go somewhere. Anywhere you want to go. Galveston, Houston, Corbin. Let's go somewhere. So he said, let's go to Houston. Let's go to the flea markets. I said, okay. And at this time I lived in Lake Jackson. And as I picked him up and I left, well, came back. Everything was fine. We had a good day. And that Sunday, I ran into my ex-husband. And it was at a convenience store. He said, girl, you're lucky. Just like that. And I was like, whoa, what do you mean I'm lucky? He said, yeah. He goes, because you would have been dead by this time. Wow. And walked away. Just walked away. And I was so like, what's going on? He called me a week later, and he was in a drunken state, and he said, I had someone assigned to kill you.
Oh, my God.
And whoever you were with. He said, because if I can't have you, nobody will.
Oh, my goodness.
So that was an eye-opener for me that, you know, even though you are away from that relationship and over with it, their mindset is still, you belong to them.
Okay, so hold on. Did you guys have problems in the marriage? Was there
Oh,
violence
yes.
in the marriage?
Yes, he was very abusive.
So, okay, I've never been in an abusive relationship before, whether I've been married or single, never been in it before. Can you help us, like, I mean, it's blowing my mind that somebody would want to kill you, but what are the signs, like, what are the signs of domestic abuse, if any? I don't know.
Anger.
Anger.
Hidden anger. I dated him for 5 years before I got married to him, and I never seen that. But when I said I do, that's when the veil came off, the mask came off, and I began to see who he really was. First a slap.
Wait, Pump, I'm sorry, you need to hear the crash back. So you didn't see this before you married him?
No, he did very well.
You guys courted for
Yes,
5 years?
5 years, and I didn't see it because he had the mask, maintained the niceness and getting me things.
No temper,
and
no
no
anger.
temper. Things would happen like suddenly, like a spill of a drink, and he'd, oh, it's okay. But then when I said I do, behind the closed doors, it changed. And when he first became physical with me, it was a shock because I've never had no one hit me. And it was a shock, and he would come back and say, well, I'm sorry, I love you, and I just lost my temper, and I won't do it again. But it kept going on, and with a sorry, and it kept getting worse and worse.
So how long were you married before you said enough is enough?
17 years.
17 years?
17 years. But it led me to where I am today. Because I was hoping it would change. Because I didn't believe in divorce. My parents were married 34 years, and I never seen that in my dad or my mother. So to me, I had to have this picture that everything was fine. So I woke up every day, put a smile on my face, kept it together, and I got good at it. I got good at shielding, but knew the hell I would face every day when I walked in. And finally, only God set me free, because it was an ultimatum on my life. Either, Lord, if this is the life, and I know it's not, then go ahead and take me. But if not, then give me the peace that surpasses all understanding that only you can give me, and I'll serve you all the days of my life.
Oh my God. I want you to look in that camera over there, and I want you to minister to some woman that's still in it, because there's somebody that's still in that, and minister to them and speak hope to them and life to them.
What I would say to the woman or the man watching this program, that God is with you. And I know that you may not have the strength right now. I know right now that you may feel like there's no other option, that fear keeps you because of the threats, that you feel that you cannot go anywhere. But I'm here to tell you that God has an open door for you. When I cried out to him, he answered me, and he delivered me, and he set me free. Because we serve a God that has brought us to peace. And violence is not love. Abuse is not love. Someone that has a controlling spirit over you that wants you to do everything against who you are is not love. So this is what I say to you. There is a way out. There is a way out. And don't wait too long. Because 17 years before I was finally set free, it shouldn't be that way for anybody, because no one has the right to hold your life. No one does.
This is Dr. Ty Watts on the Ty Watts Show. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.